G'day! In today's video I'm just going to show you guys the Junsun V1 Pro Android head unit. This one I've got installed in my 2002 CRV and I've owned it now for around about, well, I've had it fully installed for around about a couple of weeks now. So overall the unit is just simply this one here, but also I'll just quickly show you on my phone. It is this one here. It is running the Intel chip, and it's got 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage. I did get the ADAS DVR and just a mini Bluetooth adapter as well. So right now, it also came with a reverse camera, but to begin with I will just switch to the crash cam, which is here. So as you can see, I've got it located just at the top here. Overall, it's been okay. The ADAS haven't really used. I don't really have much of a use for it. The annoying thing that I've had is the voiceover side of things. When I've had that switched to off, it's still operating. So it has been ignoring these settings here. Not sure if it's just the particular version I've got installed on here. Also, for some weird reason, I've got Chinese language down the bottom here. I don't know how to get rid of that. And if I put it into reverse, we have the reverse camera currently active. The overall image quality of it's not too crash hot, nor is it overly very wide. So it's something I will be upgrading. It was apparently a free gift with it anyway. So I'll just go around to the back of the car and show you where I've got that installed. That's where I've placed it. I couldn't really find a better place to put it. Couldn't really put it on here. Didn't really want to stick it out here, especially through the door or anywhere up here. So in the end it's living down the bottom here. I do plan on upgrading that to a wider angled one, higher resolution, so on and so forth. But it's definitely better than nothing at the moment. Bluetooth I found to be pretty good. Basically when I get in the car, start it up, I'm usually greeted by going here, which is a different launcher that's installed. I click Bluetooth. This is the default main spot, or at least on the stock ROM, where you interact with it. If I click on music, click play, it should automatically continue from where my phone was paired, or at least it was. But if I tap YouTube music, let's tap on anything and play. It's already playing through there. Play, stop. If I get a phone call, comes up through here. Contacts, if I want to dial a number, this all runs through the phone. Had a couple of phone calls through here and it's been perfectly fine. But it is not using the stock launcher. The stock launcher I have mostly given the boot. I'm running the car launcher free, which does a pretty good job. We'll probably upgrade to the full version eventually. Also, I have been able to have music playing while being in talk. So if I go to talk right now, it does acknowledge that the Bluetooth's installed, or the OBD reader, sorry, the OBD Bluetooth adapter is installed. If I go real-time info, it does seem to take a little while for it to figure itself out. But there we go, coolant temp. So right now that's functioning. If we go back to radio, radio should function. Sorry, I wanted to go to Bluetooth. Here, play, turn volume down. There is a couple of options to adjust the volume, which you can hear on there. Slide it, or you can just go up, down. Being I've got a right-hand drive vehicle, I usually go here just because it's less of a distance to reach. But typically if I have Spotify playing on my phone, YouTube playing on there, or YouTube music, as soon as I jump in the car, I can click on this icon and it will automatically start playing. Disappointingly, I haven't figured out how to make it auto resume. And by default, by installing a different launcher, you don't have these buttons here. So if I go to here and go through the list, radio, Yeah, radio wasn't the default one. By default on the stock launcher that it came with, you had the radio, you had Bluetooth, you had contacts, I think it was. By default, they're not actually an application, they're embedded in the launcher. So I will leave a link on how to actually, or the APKs to install these with your own custom launcher, which definitely is a lot better than the factory one. Didn't really like it. Seems a bit too gimmicky, where this at least seems to have what I need. Spotify goes to the full application of Spotify, which isn't linked to my phone, but there is an SIM slot, so I can put a SIM card in and have it running purely off its own data. So that's one of the ideas down the line. So I can at least have Spotify run completely independent of my phone. The navigation of the iGo navigation is actually surprisingly decent. It was a lot better than I was expecting. Granted, being a Google Android user, I don't really use too much apart from it. And the actual appearance of it is okay. The fitment could be better. They do have slight gaps. We go around here as well. Do have slight gaps, but it's definitely a lot better than the silver color that I did have on here with the original head unit. The original factory plug itself was also not the correct plug for my car, so it did come with apparently a CRV plug on there, but I did have to get a ISO adapter and repin it and resolder it to this one, which figuring that out wasn't too challenging. Overall, for the price I paid, I do feel like I overpaid a little bit too much. I thought the screen was going to be a higher resolution, but it's definitely a lot better than what I had, and yeah, overall been enjoying it. So I hope this helps you with your decision on buying one of these. But this is the 4GB/64 gig model, and it's been doing me just fine. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye.